Alright, so we're gonna elaborate on the new Sonic Forces trailer. I've already watched it, so I'm just gonna go over the trailer one more time and try to give my thoughts or speculate on some things here. Alright, so right here we have Omega and he's like completely battered out. So I feel like he's either battled with Infinite or Eggman and they just found his body somewhere. Or you just maybe you just powered down right there or something. Yeah, I feel like Eggman has to do something with this. All right, are we seeing this? Seeing this? All right, right here. All right, right here. This is the this is the best 3D modern Sonic gameplay we've seen up to this point. All right. So right here, although it's still Green Hill, we actually have 3D. So that just gives me relief because although it's a wider environment, and I did see one section in this stage where you could take alternate paths, so it's not completely a straight line in these stages, so that's a relief. I like this. I like this. I like the spiral bridge here. So we actually have, alright, so we're finished destroying everything right here. Alright, so the Phantom Ruby. Oh my god. Alright, what I want to know right here is if this is like what I want to know what this area is because I really like the design in the background and stuff. As you can see on the upper hand corner right there, there's like a fleet flying around, so it's probably like Eggman's fleet or something. Yeah, I think it's another one of Eggman's bases, but it looks pretty interesting. Yeah, I think it has to do with that. Like, yeah, look. Oh, look at that path. Yeah, I feel like it's another base, but I actually do like the background and stuff like that. And I feel like this is gonna be another encounter with Infinite, so that looks pretty cool. I just hope that I hope that since it's been pretty much confirmed that Sonic's gone missing in this game, I hope we could just play some of his stages alone to where we could actually explore a vast portion of the game as just modern Sonic. And since the Death Egg's returning, I like to just play that as modern Sonic right here. Alright, so right here, it's another clip of the destroyed Green Hill. You can see all the loop-de-loops over there destroyed and stuff like that. It's pretty much reduced to a desert wasteland. And you can see like those huge like Death Egg robot looking things that are just, all just completely powered out and just lying there in the wasteland. Oh wait, I went too far back. Yeah. I do like that. I like that. How they're just disassembled and stuff like that. Classic Sonic is just there. To be honest, there's nothing really invoking or sparking about his gameplay. I'm sorry. It's just the same classic Sonic we know. Alright, but here. This part's new right here. It's a quick time event. I do like that. I do like that move right there, how it just completely just disassembles a robot's head. I like that. Alright, so right here, you can see that you could, customize your character. And we see a little bit of the new styles and stuff like that here. So obviously right here, you have bandanas, you have masks, you have glasses, of course. You can also they actually added the ability to change the eye color of her characters, like one eye different from the other eye. And although I'm sorry, but to me, from the looks of it, it just doesn't look that right. It doesn't look that polished because I don't know, the pupils are too small, so it doesn't look that accurate. It just doesn't fit. But I mean, I guess it's cool. But right here, you see, I am familiar with that Tails logo right there on his shirt. Like if you guys play the Olympic Games series, you know where that's from. And obviously you got the shadow shoes there from the little costume you have when you pre-order and stuff like that. And they have gas max and crowns, which is kind of cool there. They also have helmets, which is pretty nice. You also get some new hairstyles and stuff like that. All right, but right here, all right, so go back. All right, so I kind of have a problem with this because I don't know. They're just the models just don't look proper. I know I've been ranting on this before. Well, it's not really a rant, but I just have a problem with how they look. I mean, it just doesn't feel right. Like the one on the top right, for example, her eyes are just like I don't know. They just don't animate properly for me when she blinks. Like, just take a look at that for a sec. You see how it just changed? It just doesn't fit. They really could have done a better job on the models. I really wish they I really wish they just experimented off of the Unleashed model and used that as, like a base plate or something like that, but whatever. It's not really important at this point anymore. I also don't like how the custom character is only able to homing attack when Sonic is there. Alright, and as you can see here, we are fighting a really huge Metal Sonic right here as a tag team boss. And since, we're fighting him while running, which is basically most famous boss fighting style in the whole Sonic franchise, you got that across many Sonic games. You fight bosses while running all the time. Well, not all the time, like you get bosses while running. It comes from Unleashed, games like Unleashed, Black Knight, Generations, where you're always running and chasing. The Metal Sonic is huge for some reason. You saw that how. Alright, look at the Metal Sonic again. So, you notice that he's glitching out there, right? So, it has something to do with. I think it has something to do with either the Phantom Ruby or Infinite. I don't know. Maybe since Metal Sonic has the ability to copy data from people, I don't know. Maybe Metal Sonic has probably inherited or copied the power from the Phantom Ruby or Infinite or something, or just copied Infinite's data because Metal Sonic does have the power to do that. So I'm thinking since Metal Sonic is like glitching out and all that stuff, the same thing Infinite does, I feel like that's the case. Yeah, because Metal Sonic's power core allows him to. Alright, so right here, we have the custom character network thingy. Alright, so basically, it's just like the rental hero gameplay we've seen like a couple days back. So where you're able to just switch characters, you're able to have a rental hero character and just switch whenever you'd like. I like the idea they adopted from colors from the game world because that's what they did here. But I feel like it really would have went off the bat with online mode to where you would be able to like compete against your friends or something, or race or tag team on these stages. To be honest, I feel like games in general are just lacking a lot of online compatibility and worldwide challenges. Like I feel like people just get lazy when it comes to online modes because that would have been very cool. That would have been very nice if we had an online mode. That would have really just sparked more interest into this thing right here. They really could have went at it with this. All right, so right here we see Sonic is on like a little aircraft by himself. We don't know where those beams are coming from. They just come out of plain air. You don't really see where maybe it's being shot from below. We don't know, but yeah. Alright, so Sonic Crashlands here. So since we know that the Death Egg's in the game, and this looks like probably the surface of the Death Egg or something. And also remember, we have seen like a couple like a month ago or something like that. We have seen like this tiny little clip of Sonic falling through like a hole or something that kind of looked like Death Egg Zone. So maybe, just maybe that's where Sonic is right now. Maybe Sonic has probably chased Eggman or Infinite or just trying to stop the Death Egg since it returns. Eggman just loves the Death Egg, even though Sonic has got rid of it like how many times? Alright, so this right here. Alright, so this does look similar to one of the other ones we've seen to where Sonic was asking Infinite about his name and stuff like that. This is similar to that background, so I feel like it's the same stage. But alright, so you see Silver right there. So, alright, so we see this encounter right here of Silver being extremely wounded, apparently, on the floor. And I feel like the enemy is Infinite. They haven't showed us either Infinite or Eggman or something like that, or Metal Sonic or Zavok or Shadow. Someone of the villains that we've seen probably fought Silver alone. It would be cool if we get to play as Silver and actually fight them, but of course not. But anyway, alright, I like it right how right here Sonic, comes to save Silver because he's actually, he's actually saving Silver. Because, like in Sonic 06, he had rivalry. I mean, Silver saved Sonic somewhat in 06, so I like how he's returning the favor. I do like that. Alright, I just like how they're using Silver because honestly, before Silver was they just threw Silver in the trash after 06. Silver was one of my favorite characters, so I do like what they're doing with him now, how they're using him in more comics, how they're using him in this game, and how they're using him in cutscenes, and how, he's interacting with characters like Knuckles and Sonic that we haven't seen before in certain ways. I know that he's there with them in 06, but I mean, like, to here, it just means much more. Alright, alright, over here we see like some custom character struggling or something. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like it has to do something with Infinite, because Infinite is just so mysterious. Like, look at that. Infinite does not care about frames at all. He just look at how fast he just teleports. Like, Infinite is just too mysterious, so I feel like he has to be behind most of these things. Alright, that's the end of the trailer right there. We also do see this new base that actually kind of reminds me of, whoa. For some reason, it reminds me of Aquatic Base from 06. I'm not I'm not. And it also reminds me of that one stage in Adventure DX for some reason. Not the egg carrier, not the final egg, but something else. I think it was Lost. I forgot the name, Lost Temple or something. Just because of the design of the base and the doors and stuff like that. Or he has like a communicator in his hand. I just noticed that, and all these. So this is alright. So this is the same base that Sonic could save a custom character from all those stampedes of robots. Alright, interesting. Alright, so that's basically my speculations on this trailer. So yeah, we do see a couple of pretty interesting things. So I mean, to top it all off, I feel like Infinite has to be behind most of these things, along with probably Shadows, because we haven't seen much of Shadow, Zavok, or Chaos, or why they're enemies and stuff like that. So I feel like they're hiding that. And of course, episode Shadows and the gameplay stuff like that's supposed to explain this stuff. So yeah, I'm actually very curious. I'm actually very curious to find out how this is going to play out and what role Shadow has in this. So, alright, that's pretty much it for this little speculation. So, I'll see you guys in the next one.